what we got here. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you in. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. Now, technically, as a spiritual healer, what I do is that I assist, the masses or other people in becoming in alignment with who they are. And for you to do that, you would have to understand and identify those different aspects of yourself. Then you literally put them together, by understanding how your emotions work, your emotional patterns, blockages, you know, um, pretty much being in tune, having a healthy relationship with your emotions. When you're talking about toxicity, it's someone who's having a negative, I shouldn't say negative, because I don't want it to look like, it's a bad thing. But, like, let's just say they're having a bad taste out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Of who they are, or suppressing, those actual emotions. That's why those people are so bitter. That's why you calling evil and all that shit. And there are, emotions that are not being addressed, but they are being suppressed. So therefore, for you, you would have to fix that up, for you to become in alignment. Well, that would be part of that. That's what they call in the occult healing the wounded child. Those early emotions, those early disappointments that you didn't truly understand, or that hurt you, and you took the hurt with you, you never really healed. Shit, you may not even know that you fucking hurt. Because knowing that you hurt and holding, that's a whole different ball game. That's like, you like halfway healing, pretty much. But the true person who was like a toxic person don't know that they're toxic until they become better. Then, at that point they could tell, what, I should do this, I should do that. That's why, like, I always tell motherfuckers, what I'm saying? If you can't tell me how much you grow, you're still a dumb motherfucker. Because everybody who had transcended, you got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, I got many stories to tell. Shit, nigga. Excuse me. So then you also have your intellectual conditioning. Now you also got to deal with and understand, how is your mind being programmed? Do you see what I'm saying? And when we, at us as spiritual healer or spiritualists, however the fuck you want to name us, it's all good. I'll take it. So we're dealing with what's called your hidden side. Because those are the non-physical aspect of you that you're not aware of. That's why we tell you about your conscious mind, your subconscious mind. You are a little more complex than what you appear to be. That's why the Indians call it an illusion. In other words, you're not as physical as you think you are. Fuck around, you may find out that you're not even physical at all. While you being in the physical. Well, that's not oneness. That's the polarity. This is the union of the material with the invisible. That's that union. That's the oneness. That's the yin and the yang. That is the two sides of the same coin. And that's pretty much what the foundation of African spirituality is all about. That's the ma'at. That's the balance. And that's how you master it. In other words, that's how you make this world your world. You still got it. Stop. You still got it. Now, if you're coming back, come on, niggas. Y'all know I fuck with y'all. You already know what you went for. You know what I'm saying? I was, as you can see, you know what I'm saying? Please make yourself at home. Because, yeah, hey, I'm definitely in it already. We in. Make yourself at home. You're not late. If you just now step into the party, nigga, you right here at the right time. You on time, motherfucker. All right. So, now, and pretty much, that is the whole mythology of Osiris and Seth. Then you have Horus. You know, that those are the different aspect of you. That's why in our mythology we call them brothers and sisters. I mean, those are brothers. Those are brothers. Because in our mythology, you know, there's no enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the foundation of your perception is oneness. It's harmony. It's balance. It's the material and the immaterial. It's the alpha and omega and fucking omega. However the fuck you flip it, it's those extremity, those opposites come together. Nigga, I'm out. What else you want me to tell you? Shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I had to let that breathe for a second. Relax, I got you, motherfuckers. I got you, niggas. Had to style on you for a second. Shit, I still my beauty, baby. We're getting better by the second. Now, man, that shit, that was some shit. That was a whole lot of shit. You know, so if you understand that, nigga, the world is yours. Literally yours. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes you a God. That's what makes you the creator. That's why you are creating your life. I mean, you know, whether you know it or not. You know, the more conscious you are, obviously, the more you'll be able to see. And the more connected you'll be to the universe. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, like, even in your mind, your intellect, you know, there's two sides of it, right? You have the intellect, the logical, the one that helps you to discern, you know, or, you know what I'm saying, or you're dealing with the senses, you know what I'm saying, you breaking shit down, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, academically, you know, scholarly, all that good shit, right? Then you also have that other type of consciousness that, you know, you just gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either you do or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So now, how do you break into that consciousness? That's where meditation help you. That's mean, let's just say you are toxic, and then somehow some shit happened, you had a breakthrough, an aha moment. That's that state of consciousness. That's why the books can't give you that, nigga. But then when you have that, then now you're using your eyes to read the books. You know what I'm saying? Now you are validating the books. Now you're using the book. I know how you guys are reading out there. I know how you're reading out there. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you can read everything that I'm telling you right now, though. Put your glasses on if you have to. Handle your business, nigga. So this is a whole different level here, man. This is where you gotta sit among the elders. That type of conversation is different. You know, but anyway, I wanted to go back to, you know, the brotherhood You know, it's like, which movie was I watching? Nigga told you, revolver, use your enemy to destroy your enemy. What? So that approach stems from an approach of duality. They don't see the material and the visible and the invisible go together. No, no way. It's impossible. That's why the body, they have a war on the material with the body. These niggas, they got a whole lot of Fight Club going on. You know what I'm saying? And we're just on the sideline, you know what I'm saying? Because the God, you made it yours. You know what I'm saying? You are in perfect alignment. You know the truth. Or the truth had set you free. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one you like the better. But it's still the same thing. Well, in different aspect too, though. You know, you get to experience the truth on so many different aspects. Now you're embracing the not just the beauty in you, but the God in you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Godhead, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that is the story of the gods, man. That's where you get in your mythology. That's what your Horus. Now, you know, it's always, if you look at even in the Lion Kings, you know what I'm saying? Do you see the point is for you to know that they're all one? Not a protagonist against a fucking antagonist. You don't have that kind of shit in harmony. It comes together, the yin and the yang. You don't have the masculine against the feminine, nor the feminine against the masculine. They come together. They complement each other. You know, it's having a whole different outlook on life. That's why it's not about what you see, but how are you looking at it? Because you may think you see a whole lot. You know, there is such a thing as a brilliant idiot. You know what I'm saying? It's like being the smartest dumbass. You know what I'm saying? And in most cases, you know what I'm saying? Not to point the finger, you know, but, you know, that's what happens to a lot of people who actually go to college. Who just went for the college but doesn't have the life understanding. Because that's what's really going to make a difference. Well, that's you being in that state of consciousness. That's you using your eyes for the first time or using it differently. This is you at this point. Oh, man. You being the magician. You know, once you find you're able to transmute your, oh, shit. You know, now, because you find, because remember I was talking about those different aspects of your mind, the double side of your mind. That is the Father and the Son. Your individuality with the universal. That's having an intimate moment, baby. That's your privacy, nigga. Shit, protect that shit. Acknowledge it. Nourish it. What are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? The fuck? What are you doing out here? That's your godhood, man. That's your essence. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to let you know, pretty much, you know, give you a better sight so you understand who you are. And that's what the occult deals with. You know, when we're talking about the occult, we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, or the hermetic, you know, it all has to do with something hidden. But not hidden, you know, in the sense of it's being kept away from you, but hidden in the sense of you have to look for it. Or it comes out of the darkness, which is what you don't physically see. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, once you identify with, or your shadow self too, it's your shadow and yourself. There's no difference between you and your shadow, man. Why are you making your shadow your enemy, nigga? It's just a reflection of you. How did the ego becomes your enemy, bro? It's just a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? You running away from your own shadow, nigga. God damn, like, I mean, you must have been really afraid of yourself. That's how you can't see the light. And that's what your energy vampires do. Or your haters. They're trapped. You know what I'm saying? And that's why guys like us too, those ascended masters or returning masters, I guess. So we're here to let these, to help these motherfuckers out. And we've been doing that. We've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? We even left the scriptures for you niggas. You know what I'm saying? First, to remind myself too, because we understand how it is down here. You feel me? So we have to constantly remind ourselves, and us as spiritual masters, we have our ways of awakening ourselves. That's why when we come to Earth, just like in Inception, when you're landing down to Earth, man, you wanna bleed, because that's really, we know how to have an open heart. You'll see most spiritual masters, a lot of the ways or the reason why they were able to transform is because they all had a fucking open heart. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, if you want to say those who are not chosen, or who don't know how to lead or how to land on their feet down here. You know what I'm saying? We Highlanders, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know how to land over here. I keep my heart open. And that was pretty much, you know what I'm saying, the compass, or compass, however the fuck you say it, you know what I'm saying, but that pivotal, you know what I'm saying, I mean, that pivotal alignment, you know what I'm saying, that was able to guide me, you know what I'm saying, I was open to learn things that I didn't know. Not just open, but I wanted to know these things. I was curious. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? What's happening here? You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, we can't just take any story. We want to know what's happening. Oh, I was highly involved. You know what I'm saying? I was, even as a little nigga, I was working. I came out here swinging. You know, at a very young age, man, my dad was into philosophy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was reading this nigga's book. I was shit, nigga. I was swinging. I wasn't fucking around at all. I was on a mission. Ain't nothing changed. We just look better. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. We just now make the connection. And that's the higher self, the universe, however the fuck you want to put it, the Father and the Son, or your higher self with your lower self becoming together. That's attaining a higher state of consciousness. Oh, we here. Come on, man. It speaks for itself. You know, come on, man. This is, we are dancing. Mm-hmm. So, shit. Bet you didn't know I was that smooth, nigga. Well, joke's on you, nigga. You know what I mean? Or it could be on me, too. We're gonna work it out, nigga. So, having a more profound understanding of who we are that's you tapping into your divinity, your unlimited abundance. That is, the all. So as you tapping into that, now that is the universal consciousness, right? That's the ocean. So now you're able to reflect that into this life. That's how the words got to be made flesh. Now you become the ambassador, like you become that superconductor, and you become the Holy Grail. Now, this is the idea of, what's the content is the same as, as what it contains. You see what I'm saying? That is the wisdom of the bowls, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to fill up your cup. I'm giving you a bowl full here. That is that type of wisdom. That's that complete information. That's that 360. But that's the unification. That's the science behind the chalice. Every magician have a chalice. Well, what the fuck that this chalice? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers drinking out of that shit and sipping that shit to you back to you. Come on now. I've been breaking bread with you motherfuckers. This is a holy sacrament, nigga. This is a holy communion. This is me breaking bread with you, man. What are you doing? Oh, you gotta catch up, baby. You gotta catch up. You gotta catch up. So shit. I kind of touched on different things, and then I feel like, I could actually talk about, those different things too. So now let's just recap pretty much what we talked about, right? So we're talking about the double aspect of your mind, that intellectual, and then you have the conscious. I mean, I guess you could label it, like for me personally, the conscious and the subconscious mind is just one consciousness to me. Then you could have it as a lower and higher self. That's how your higher self knows everything. Your subconscious mind is more conscious than your conscious mind. So much so, that's why it's able to see shit that your conscious mind don't even know. So when you're really talking about your conscious mind, it's not really your conscious mind, motherfucker. Like, your subconscious mind is your conscious mind. Listen, if we're going to do this, well, let's do it. So that mind is more of a screener. It's directive. You know what I'm saying? It's logical. It deals with the senses. But most importantly, it's directive, though. It's guiding you. You know what I'm saying? That's your flashlight. So that's why you got to reach that state of consciousness. That's why your senses are not against you. Your intellect is not. It shouldn't be against your fucking intuition. They work together. You having an intuitive mind, that's how you reach your state of consciousness. Those aha moment, those breakthroughs, or intuitive, I don't know how the fuck you want to call it. But for lack of better terms, I'll call it intuitive for now. And you may change it at your leisure. At your leisure. The power is yours, motherfucker. I hope you get the point, though. But anyway. So, now we're talking about different aspect of us. You know what I'm saying? Like the Egyptians, I think, don't quote me, but there's the Ba and the Ka. And I can never remember which one is the lower or the higher self. But anyway, there's different aspects of consciousness in you. Right? They're talking about your lower self, your higher self. You know what I'm saying? Like in voodoo, we call it Tizange, Gozange, meaning your, I guess your higher spirit or your higher angel, and your what the fuck? I think I got to sneeze, man. Yeah, so pretty much your is that connection between the same thing, but that is pretty much on different levels, but they're all one. It's experiencing, and those two have to come together. That's what you're doing with your lower self and the higher self. And that's what harmony is. Again, oneness. You choose how the fuck you want to call it. Perfection. The yang and the yang. The masculine and the feminine. Now, that understanding, that oneness, once you understand that, is being translated or transmuted, is being reflected into your reality now. That's why we use mythology so we could get you to act out. You know what I'm saying? Because mythology, pretty much that's what it does. You know what I'm saying? Like, we understood how to deal with your mind, so we give you mythology. And then now the Europeans who started to understand, I should say, how big this was. That's where you have motherfuckers like Joseph Campbell to let you know, God damn. And then he's breaking down the whole fucking, this motherfucker made a career at just motherfucking, the fuck was I talking about? Mythology. And his contribution to the new age, to the evolution of my European brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, he added to their evolution. Now you have your new age now. Congratulations. That's beautiful. I'm enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying? But you got to come out of it, though, for you to see it. Now, this is for the elders. I'm not going to lie to you. That part right there is for the elders. And those who knows will know. You got to look at this whole shit on a whole different ball game, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You just got to put on the right codes. I know you spend a whole lot of time, but you know what I'm saying? But it's all good too, though. It's not going to go to waste, baby. It's only going to take you on a higher. Hey, that's just the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put in the right code still. That's all we're saying. So, now with that being said, what I'm truly saying here in terms of understanding the union, or even, mythology in itself and how it reflects your reality. You may be you taking that for granted, but if you look at the tale of creation, then you would understand why even, we don't talk about sex, certain sex part. You wouldn't tell the real name to your kids because they have to be ashamed of their sexes. I mean, that's you going like this, hiding yourself. Then, there is a disconnection between the masculine and the feminine. I mean, just look around you. The war, the battle between the sexes. There's a whole lot going on out there. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We're here to give you the game. We're here to help you elevate. That's what we do. And being a spiritual healer, I'm just here to help you to see that. The work's going to have to be done by you. There's no way around that. And that should be the good news for you, because you're going to get your hands dirty. You know that? Oh, you got to get your hands dirty here, man. Listen, This is all for the dirty hands. Everything I talk about, this whole understanding, the message. If you didn't get anything, just know this message is for the dirty hands, man. If you ain't getting your hands dirty, you know what I'm saying? This is not for you, baby. You ain't dirty enough for this. You know what I'm saying? This is for the dirty ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So another way of saying this is for those who now can attach themselves to who's making a connection with Seth, who's embracing the Seth part of him. But for you to embrace that, that's where Horus comes in, which is that state of consciousness, which is this consciousness now who's avenging his father, which is the spirit that, you know what I'm saying, was put in a box, in a coffin. You know what I'm saying? That's why Seth could be, you know, the material world. It could be Satan. It could be so many different things. But the bottom line with Seth is that it's perfect form. And nobody could fit that. In other words, when they tell you nobody couldn't fit that coffin, that means every single life is unique. Meaning you can only save yourself to make it fair. You know, because I was in my world. You know, just so we have a better understanding, just so we could work it out. Listen, it was just that. You know what I'm saying? So we have no issues. I ain't looking for smoke at all, but the shit that I'm smoking. How do you want it? So, all of that, you know, and even us using the term brother, you know what I'm saying? And even in the whole Jesus scenario, you know, you still find Judas was one of the actual disciples. But if you're looking at it from a dualistic perspective, of course, you're going to have that God versus Satan, the hell versus heaven. So you're going to have that type of fight. That's what the duality is. Because those two opposites do not come together. That's what duality is telling you. There's no oneness here, bro. You know? Yo, your material self, it's not your godhood. You know what I'm saying? In a way, we're not saying that it is, but we're also saying that it is. Because even quantum physics now, think about this. The Kabbalion already told you this is all mental. Now, when quantum physics now is telling you what you think is physical is not physical, it's condensed energy. Like, this is this niggas approving everything. They coming out and let you know, yo, listen, man, this is all mental, all right? You know what I'm saying? Peekaboo, we've been lying to you. We apologize. I know all of our sciences for so many years, we've been trying to pretty much dissociate, you know, the visible with the invisible, because we only were using our logic, our senses, to look at this world, meaning you are looking at it from one side, and that's your material side. Well, how do you, and that's the thing, even with the Gnostic too, how do you not include that side? Do you see what I'm saying? So that's that duality. That's the opposite. That's the eating from the tree of good and evil. So I'm showing you, even in mythology, how it is describing your current state. So we understood as Africans that we got to give you a story, but that story was educating your mind. Now you have Joseph Campbell now who came out trying to tell you, yo, y'all niggas, hey, y'all motherfuckers, listen, man. Now he's catching up to sleep the niggas who are asleep, and you don't even know it. And you don't even know it. And then, unfortunately, the brothers who doesn't know who they are, who have adopted their mentality, you know, it's tripping. You see a lot, but you're looking at it wrong. You're looking at it sideways, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just look at it straight up, baby. Don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one way we could definitely look at it, right? Then we talked about, you know, attaining that state of consciousness in the sense of, you know, the intellect, what it doesn't make it less, doesn't make it more. You know, that's how the harmony comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you rather have your not having your dick and having your legs? Like, you know how dumb questions motherfuckers be fucking asking you? Yeah, but if you really gotta choose, nah, nigga. Yeah, if I really gotta choose, I wanna keep my dick, my feet, my arm, all of it together. Because it'll make sense having all of it together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, motherfucker. Fuck around, think your arm is not necessary, right? Then you drop that shit, then you gotta do some other shit. So all of those different parts coming together. Listen, that's why we use nature. We also understood the law of correspondence. That's another law in the law in the Tahuti, whatever the fuck, the law of correspondence, because all of that wisdom was to allow you to master this realm. You know what I'm saying? But for you to do that, you have to combine even the law of correspondence. It's telling you, in other words, if all of you, let's just say, you've been in 5 relationships, nigga, and none of it worked. Right? So this is you looking from the outside, not understanding what's going on in the inside. So the law of correspondence tell you, you know what, nigga, just look at the outside now, then try to go inside. I mean, 5 shit that didn't work cannot be all of them, man. There's got to be something wrong with you. That's why that type of knowledge takes accountability. You know, that's when the journey comes in. You know, that's when the warrior in you, you taking that accountability, you stepping forward to your destiny. What are you doing? All right, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, hey. Come on now. Let's do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's do something about that. Let's take care of that. That's just you, you know, just waking up to even the dumbest shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, niggas. So, I'm saying this to say, oh shit, we're saying so many shit to say, so many things. But it's like I had a couple things that I wanted to talk about. I didn't know how to put them together. I guess somehow, you know, they kind of came together in terms of, you know, because I wanted to go back to the Seth and those brothers. And even when you're looking at Judah, right, he was part of the actual disciples. So based on, if you're looking at duality, then you could see enemies and foes and friends, enemies, the goods versus the bad. Right? But if you're looking at it from the oneness, you know, think about it this way, right? And this is what a lot of people, there's a difference. Like I always tell people, right? Let's just say you want to be and there's positivity, and there's toxic positivity, right? The toxic positivity is the motherfucker who's not acknowledging the bad part of life. That's a toxic. There's no, you know what I'm saying. That's the same thing as you not acknowledging your pain. You see what I'm saying? It's just different aspect of that. But to truly embrace yourself, to have that union, right, between your Seth, your Osiris, and Horus, they got to become one. Then now, I didn't even talk about the wife or the Holy Spirit. This is the feminine energy. Of course, the church had to change it because they don't allow no femininity. That's the whole patriarchal. But anyway, I think I already talked about that, in terms. But pretty much all I'm trying to say is they're all talking about the same shit. That's why you'll see, if you tap into voodoo, you tap into Buddha or Buddhist, you tap into the fucking Indian Dharma, Tantric, you'll see the connection in all these things. Because they all speak the same language, but it's being said in different ways. They're all pagan based or tradition. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, when you're looking at fucking African spirituality, this shit is gonna go it's gonna be either fucking nature, tradition, and that includes the motherfucking Celtics or Celtics, all of these motherfuckers. That's what was always there. Your healers, your people who's talking to herbs, all of this, what is now called the witchcraft. But that was part of life. And they are. But now you couldn't accept it because now you have identified yourself. When motherfuckers now, you can't be too spiritual, or one person is written, or your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to transcend your body. All of that is being displayed in different ways. But the underlying message is, they are based on duality, on a fucking illusion. So this is you looking at a fucking illusion and you saying this is what it is, and it's that part, not this one. And now me looking at an illusion, I'm saying this is the whole fucking illusion, motherfucker. Fuck, how do you look at a fucking illusion and you said this is what's good in the fucking illusion? How do you make that work? Do you see what I'm saying? Even in math, that shit ain't gonna work. Isn't it? That's why, positive times a negative gives you a negative. So it's the same shit, nigga. So when you dissociate, so the problem, what I'm saying, the illusion comes in that. That's what makes it a fucking illusion. You can't be half real and half illusion. Oh, this is the real part, the other one is not. You're playing yourself. So you have not freed. yourself. You have not truly seen this for what it is. Now your focus needs more focus, man. You know what I'm saying? When your focus needs more focus, you ain't focusing right, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're not even using the right lenses. You use the right lenses, baby, you good. You feel me? You remember the, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what type of memory are you putting in there, man? What's the foundation? You see what I'm saying? Oh, it's Godhead over here, man. That's truly seeing shit for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to set y'all free. You know what I mean? Doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but that's also the beauty of it, too. You know what I'm saying? And once you get to become or to reach a certain, you know, Christ consciousness, you get to experience life on different levels. Now, for me, I could see it from different angles. I can relate to this. I can relate to that. I'm very relatable, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's because I could see the bigger picture. In other words, that's me watching the game from the outside. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need a coach, nigga. You don't think you need a coach? Well, that's your spiritual masters. Everybody need a coach, baby. That goes for everybody, including myself, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know where to go, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to find out where you need to go. I know where to go. Trust me. Or I'm the one talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling on myself here. Oh, this is intentional, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking all charges on this one. All charges, nigga. You know, you could tell I'm here to swing, nigga. I'm swinging. Shit, Haitian bad boy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We're swinging out here, nigga. Come on, man. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we here for? Mm-mm. Not on my time. I'm gonna be my best fucking version, man. Why the fuck not? In other words, that's what consciousness is. I know. No, nigga, I'm looking good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's how you master the game, man. And that's pretty much what the occult is helping you to become in alignment with you. And now we use mythology, especially in African spirituality, we understand the difference between your intellect and your state of consciousness. Now, consciousness, like I was talking about when I was even talking about, now I didn't call it the intellect. That's what I should have named it. You know what? Listen. You see how nice I am? I had to bring this whole shit back and, you know what I'm saying, and make some clarification for you motherfuckers. So what people are calling your conscious instead of your subconscious, it's really the intellect. This is the part that screens, that analyze, that you can improve with more readings, more intellect. And now you have your European that, you know what I'm saying, this nigga that says, you know what I'm saying, I think, therefore I am. Now he's identifying himself with the thinking part, the intellect. So with that, it's always going to be about the more knowledge. That's where you're going to get your 40th power of law. They telling you how to master your ignorance. And this is it out of ignorance. They are mastering their ignorance out of ignorance. I don't see a better way of saying it, but if you catch it, let it breathe. Those are your brilliant idiots. Because now they are breaking down a fucking illusion, which is already a fucking illusion. That's why the true masters, we know we eternal. I'm not concerned. I'm a traveler. What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck humanity? What? I, you know what I'm saying? Shit. All right. Well, be strong, nigga. Stick it to them. Stick it to them. Really? Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? The game's different. Hey, listen, man. You know what I mean? It's got to be improved. It's okay. Hey, different strokes for different folks, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the connection too. Those time, the shift, the everything. That's how you have your John the Baptist, then you have the Christ. They all plays a part, though. You know what I mean? They all play a part. That's why it's oneness. That's why whoever is, you know, I can't recall how exactly it was said, but that used to be one of my shit. So that way, I can't recall, but essentially, when you're having a system that's truly balanced, the person who's supposedly on top can't even say they have reason or they are better than the one at the bottom. When you are in alignment, however the fuck you dissect it, you're gonna be solid. Again, going back to you seeing it for what the fuck it is. Nigga, I see you. The fuck? Nigga trying to hide, you know what I'm saying, using different numbers. Hey, nigga, what? Really? Okay. I'm stupid. I guess I am, right? Oh, you taking that L, nigga. So, you know, you gotta become in alignment. But that oneness is you embracing and understand how equally the material, because again, like I always tell people, your humanity is your spirituality. The occult is telling you your physical reality is more complex than what you think. Because now you have a subconscious mind, subconscious. So in other words, I'm letting you know now you have taken your spirit. It's complicated. Now the complexity of it, you know what I'm saying? This is you being a magician, knowing that this is a fucking illusion. You're not looking to be fooled. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, you know, there's something greater. There's a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? It's almost the same idea as, you know what I'm saying, like, I'll give you a perfect example, like I tell motherfuckers. If you're in touch only with your material life, well, life is going to be short, man. It's got to be short. But if you tap into your divinity, then you know life is eternal. That's why once you get to know the God in you, You have transcended time. That's the whole philosophy behind, oh, death, where is your victory? That's just you acknowledging that you are more than your physical body. I was like, oh shit, that was me? Yeah, that was you, baby. That was all you. Yes, that was all you, motherfucker. That was all you. Yeah, this, that, and that. That was all you, motherfucker. Oh shit. Then now you're gonna come out swinging too. I got you. I've been there. That's how I know. You feel me? But the bottom line, it's that's how you know the bottom line here too. That's why the it's all about consciousness. Now, how do you attain that state of consciousness? That's where you have your spiritual healers who knows how to heal others. You know what I'm saying? We are reminding other people. You know what I'm saying? I got the trumpets, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga. I'm shit. I'm trying to let y'all niggas know. And that's what all your spiritual healers been doing. And they've done it in so many, everybody's doing God's work in different levels. And it's all coming together. This is perfection. We're not talking about, being flawless, but perfection as this is whole. Perfection. You need masculine and feminine energy. Perfection. Wholeness. When you become perfect, be as perfect, like Jesus was saying, as your Father in the heaven. It means becoming whole, embracing the masculine and the feminine inside of you, mind and body. Because once you do, that's when you really get to see the truth. Meaning now, that type of knowledge, you had to open up you using your eyes in a whole different way. But all of it has to do, that's where the hermetic, it all comes from the inside. The hermetic, whatever the fuck, when it esoteric, it's all about something that is hidden. But what they're truly saying, it's not, it's kind of like out of the darkness comes the light. So we're studying the hidden culture. Sorry. It's studying that exactly. So again, that's why I always like, shit, I totally skip that part too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always like to let people know what the fuck spirituality is. Spirituality is the shit, bro. It's your fucking life. What the fuck else we gonna talk about? Nigga, what the fuck? And then else, nigga, you tripping. You're tripping. Now you calling me tripping. Why you tripping? That's how I know you truly tripping. That's why you never argue with fools, man. It's always been quality over quantity. Become quality. You know what I'm saying? But for you to do that, you got to go in and embrace what you see. You got to earn your stripes, man. You got to earn your beauty. And this is pretty much how the spirit, the words has to be made flesh. This is why spirituality is practicality, nigga. That's how the gods are walking among the men's. But the God, the anointed ones, the bright ones, the enlightened ones, It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? How do you like it? It's the same story. In other words, it's been repeated around you, but the understanding of it, well, it's trying to wake you up, but you don't really get it. And that's why we're using mythology to try to get you to remember. Then we're giving you a story. That's why mythology is pretty much telling you the story of the spirit. Mythology and spirituality, arguably the same shit. It all comes down to spirit. You see what I'm saying? Air, whatever the fuck that shit is. So understand when the fucking Hermetics are telling you about all is mental, it's not just referring to, a thought that become materialized. It's also telling you all about like everything even what you think is being materialized. It's all mental. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much that's why you are studying. The more you're getting into, you know what I'm saying, that's what the occult is. Then you see there's no fucking difference. Meaning, the illusion. Nigga, I'm spirit. Nigga, I'm spirit. It's almost the same idea. Like, I've seen Jim Carrey be saying, nigga, I don't exist. Yeah, that is from the Gnostic perspective. Again, being one-sided. It's like their human experience means nothing. Like, but yet you experiencing it to say that you're not experiencing it. That's double confirmation. That's why in the Matrix they told you this is not real, but your mind made it real. So you are creating this shit, nigga. Oh, this is actuality. You were never here. What? Okay. That's good. I got you. Yes, sir. Nah, man. And that's also, I was talking about, the toxic positivity. To be a true optimistic or positivity is acknowledging the negativity. But now you see a greater lesson. For instance, when, I don't remember which nigga they were asking, the Ford nigga, I guess, he failed so many times. He said, no, I didn't fail. I'll learn. That's a different state of consciousness. You're looking at it as failure. This nigga's looking at it as opportunities. That's why, like, how are you looking at it? How are you looking at it? Well, the nigga who's looking at it as opportunity, guess what? He always end up winning. That's what he created for his life. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's looking at it. He's looking at it from a whole different perspective. Life, it's all about win-win, nigga. Even when you don't win, you fucking learn. How do you lose? What's your definition of losing? You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what your definition of losing is. But as long as I'm gaining something that I didn't have before, what's your definition of losing? Is it not meeting your expectation? You see what I'm saying? You're looking at it all fucked up. You're looking at it from not meeting your expectation, which is the fucking illusion. Okay, you may not make it. That's true. You may not, you didn't get it. But then there's always something you learn, man. That's why even a person who's losing ain't really losing. And that motherfucker understood that. That's why he said, yo, man, nah, man. I found like 300 and whatever the fuck ways that this shit don't work. He's not refuting that he didn't understand or he do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is what you need to understand. He embodies a greater consciousness. He's not saying that he didn't fail, but then he also learned that he learned from his failure. So in other words, if I learn from my failure, why would I talk more about the things that I didn't learn or the things that I didn't know? So in reality, even when we're talking about positivity, it's just a greater understanding, bro. Because things is never what it looks. It's never what it is, what it looks like. That's what the illusion is. That's what this is this is what this world is. That's why for you to become balanced, you got to be in touch with the person that you are, your true self, true alignment. You know, by you trying to follow the things that you like, your talent, what you're doing is you are aligning yourself to a higher connection. Because anybody who ever followed their talent or their gifts, there is a journey for these people. That's why you see, in some ways and form, I'm saying, especially like a fucking artist. A lot of these motherfuckers are spiritual niggas, man. Like, what I'm saying by that is they all materialize their shit that people don't even understand. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why you get to understand, like, artist, it's not creating, he's recreating. That inspiration was already there. He's just making it visible for you. So there's a state of reality or a state of consciousness this motherfucker would have to be on. That's where we're talking about the waves. This nigga is yeah, he's on that type of frequency. Because that's pretty much what we're dealing here too. Different type of frequencies. Different type of understanding. So how do you get from one frequency to another? That's what the whole consciousness is pretty much about. You gotta tune into the right radio, baby. You keep switching around, but I'm just trying to give you the code. You know what I'm saying? Not 6 point. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Now me, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're getting over here. To come in alignment with truly who the fuck you are. But anyway, we're gonna leave it there. You know what I'm saying? Happy holidays, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Brother's about to, you know what I'm saying, do the thazel. So, you already know, Aisha.